NXT Vengeance Day is this Saturday, the 15th of February 2025. If it's past that date, you missed it. But it's okay, you can go back and watch it, because it was either good or it wasn't good. But I'm sure people are going to judge it no matter what. There are 6 matches as of the making of this video that are announced. I don't believe anything else has been announced or any like certain interviews, but you might get one off of Ricky Starks, a former AEW superstar that I don't really know much about, but other people like him, so I'll give him a chance, which is great. I don't even know if his name's going to be Ricky Starks, because even though the NXT crowd was chanting his name, they never actually gave him a name. He didn't even give himself a name. That's probably because, literally, I think his contract was up, and then he just appeared. It's like the quickest turnaround ever. So don't worry about waiting or anything, mate. It's fine. Just, you do what you want. So, I don't know the order of these matches, but I'm going to give you into like a random order and give my opinion, basically, on who I think is going to win. Because this video is a predictions video. Could have guessed that? Maybe by the title, but it's okay. So, the first match I'm going to talk about is Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom, the NXT Tag Team Champions, taking on, I'm going to look down here, you see, because the notes in that as well, because I forget how to pronounce his name. I know Josh Briggs, obviously, but Yoshiki Inamura. If I've butchered that name, I do apologise. Them two won a Tag Team Triple Threat #1 Contenders match on the most recent episode of NXT. Now, I do think they've got a good chance of dethroning the actual Tag Team Champions, because I do think that, we'll call them Fraxium for short, basically, are the best NXT Tag Team ever. Okay, that's my personal opinion, and I would love to see them win. Now, I think that obviously the run's going to end at some point, and it could possibly end on obviously Vengeance Day, that's possible, but I do think that Fraxium are actually going to win this. I think they're just too good, and the run's just going too great. I feel like they're going to lose it. It's going to be to somebody, I don't mean to sound horrible, but more name-worthy, if that makes sense. So this one I'm going to give to Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. I think it's going to be a good match, though. Yeah, I'm not denying that. Any match of them in is pretty good. Then we'll go on to Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe. Right, in a strap match. Just thought I'd say that, because Eddie Thorpe decided to just beat down on Trick Williams. This match is basically just to get them two out of the actual NXT title match, if that makes sense, like the actual title picture. So obviously Eddie Thorpe attacked Trick Williams. Trick Williams is on his like, I'm really annoyed, really pissed off sort of like situation and stage. So for that reason, I do think that Eddie Thorpe is just literally going to get whipped, or whooped I should say, by that Trick. I mean, whoop that Trick. I don't know what that means, but yeah. I'm going to give this one to Trick Williams just because he seems like super like just, he doesn't care what gets in his way. He just needs to do what he needs to do. And yeah, I feel like Eddie Thorpe's going to like put himself in a situation he shouldn't be in. So, giving this one to Trick Williams. Now, a similar situation, right, okay, you've got Javon Evans versus Ethan Page, where it's sort of like a revenge sort of situation. But with Javon basically trying to motivate Ethan Page, and then Ethan turning it around on him and breaking his jaw. He's in like, his character's basically just breaking bones at the minute, if that makes sense. Yeah, so obviously Javon Evans is now being cleared by medical professionals to basically wrestle at Vengeance Day. People obviously don't think that he should. You've got Ava, the NXT general manager, basically getting Javon to sign like a waiver, basically saying that if he competes in this match, the WWE isn't responsible. He went to go and sign that, and he signed it straight away. Didn't even think about it, just signed it. Whereas this is more like a revenge one as well. I don't really see Javon Evans winning this. If Ethan Page has basically become this like brutalised, I'm going to hurt you sort of character, you can't have him lose. I know it's Javon Evans, obviously, you know how good he is, and now he's quick, he's fast, he's speedy. But this one, you need to have Ethan Page win it and destroy Javon Evans, even take him out for a few weeks. I don't want to see that, because obviously I think Javon Evans is a fantastic like wrestler, entertainer, superstar, character, whatever word you want to use. But I do think Ethan Page is basically going to win this one. And let's talk about the women's matches. The first match, you've got Fallon Henley versus Stephanie Vaquer. Fallon Henley is the NXT Women's North American Champion. So basically, this match is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. It's a long name. Stephanie, I believe, won this in a fatal 4-way match. I might be mistaken there. But, yeah, I'm going to have to give this one to Stephanie Vacker. This is probably the most difficult one to actually judge, I'm guessing. For some people, it probably wouldn't be. But if Fallon Henley wins, it's definitely going to be by cheating in some sort of way, like interference or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a clean victory, I'd be very surprised if she wins. I'm going to have to give it to Stephanie Vacker, because I do think down the line we're going to get Stephanie Vacker versus the winner of the Fatal 4-Way match, in like a double title sort of match. And the reason I haven't actually said the persons yet is because that match is up next. You've got Julia, the women's NXT champion, versus the former women's NXT champion of Roxanne Perez, versus Bayley versus Cora Jade. This match originally was a triple threat match, which didn't involve Cora Jade, but now it does involve Cora Jade, so now it's a Fatal 4-Way match. Obviously, Roxanne is in this match because she's obviously a former champion. Bayley's in this match basically for star power, and she turned up at NXT. And then you've got Cora Jade basically in there because she was friends with Roxanne Perez and found out she wasn't or she is. It's a very confusing situation. I'm not too sure what's actually going on. But with Bayley being in the Elimination Chamber, already qualified, Roxanne Perez more than likely going to qualify next week when she takes on Raquel Rodriguez. I almost forgot her name, but it's okay, I didn't. I don't see either of them winning because Bayley's going to go back to the main event scene. You're going to have Roxanne Perez probably getting called up to the main event scene soon, especially with how impressive her Royal Rumble appearance was. And Cora Jade, I just don't see her winning it, and I don't see Julia basically losing this soon. So I do think that Julia is basically going to win the situation, win this match. That's why I think it's going to be Julia versus Stephanie Vacker quite soon. Basically, champion versus champion. Obviously, they had the little backstage, how you doing sort of situation. And the last match is for the NXT Championship. Obafemi versus Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory. Basically, Obafemi versus A-Town Down Under. And this match basically came about because of Obafemi appearing on the Grayson Waller effect. And he's wondering, obviously, who was going to face, whether it was Grayson Waller or Austin Theory. And obviously, Ava wasn't happy that he kept trying to make his own matches, so she made it a triple threat match. They keep teasing, obviously, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller breaking up, but Obafemi is going to win. Whether you like it or not, he's just too damn good. I'm sorry to say it, but he is. Even if it was a handicap match, I still reckon he would win. But more than likely, what's actually going to happen is you're going to have them two basically teaming up, obviously, like teasing whether they're going to turn heel or whatever it is. Then it's going to get to a point, more than likely Grayson Waller going for like a pinfall after they hit like a double team move, and then them two obviously, give each other a push and shove sort of thing, and then nothing actually happening, but Obafemi basically taking the advantage and actually just, taking them two out. So, I reckon he's going to retain his NXT Championship. I think Stephanie Vacker is going to win the NXT Women's North American Championship. I think Julia is going to retain her NXT Women's Championship. I think Ethan Page is going to literally destroy Javon Evans. I think Fraxium, Nathan Fraser and Axiom are going to retain their tag team titles. And I think that Trick Williams is basically going to just, I say destroy Eddie Thorpe, but not as much as Ethan Page will to Javon Evans. Now this is going to literally, I think this is looking up to be like a good actual PLE, pay-per-view, what you even call them these days. Anyway, why don't you let me know what you think is going to happen in these matches? Who do you think is going to be the winner? Who do you think is going to be the loser? Comment them both. It's pretty obvious who you think the loser is going to be if you know who the winner is going to be. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.